Hey Virgo, welcome back to the channel. Oh my gosh, the one time I haven't shuffled the cards. Okay, that's fine. This is the one time. It happens every so often. It must be for a reason. This is your message for November 26th through December 2nd. We've got a lot going on astrologically during this time. Let's go into it before I start this message. Saturn stations on November 28th, going direct on November 29th. Saturn retrograde was a focus on giving time for internal reflection on responsibilities, goals, and life structures, urging you to rebuild foundations and confront weaknesses rather than forcing new action. It was a chance to slow down, assess your direction, and make conscious choices that will impact your future. With Saturn going direct, this will be a time of inspired action and building based on the many months reassessing. This will mark a time for discipline, hard work, and being rewarded for your diligent work. Mercury on the 29th also stations and goes direct on November 30th. While slowing down on communication to go deeper into reevaluation, this time will feel like everything is happening all at once. Floodgates open in communication regarding all that was reflected on. It's eye-opening. It's like a mirror. It's triggering all at the same time. Best thing to do is to keep going. Face it head on calmly and raise your standard. Venus enters Sagittarius December 1st. This could trigger a leap of faith, a quick chance, and you may find yourself head over heels for someone difficult to access, but so excited to plan everything in a life together. But be very mindful to let others be themselves and their ideas matter, as they do care for you too. This week may feel like a roller coaster. Just enjoy the ride. The less you resist, the more memorable and fun it will be for you. Now, that was the astrology portion. Let's get into your message for November 26th through December 2nd. This is a message of love and light. Thank you so much for watching. And let's get started on your message. Now, I know I had not shuffled these cards too much yet, but it doesn't take much to get it all in there. And let's get started on your message. One card, a few cards to split the deck. And then we'll find out from the Power to Surrender cards what's the bottom of the deck. 10 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Woo! Let's find out what the rest of your message is. Three of Cups in reverse. Yeek. This is the past energy. This could be what's on your mind in regards to fears, worries, insecurities. This could be what may have happened, actually. We'll find out more. 10 of Swords in reverse. 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're moving on from a particular situation where you were tarnished. You were emotionally bruised. You were taken advantage of. You were played a fool. Next card. This one's difficult. The Tower card. I could barely turn it over, move around. It felt heavy. It was interesting. Very resistant. But this is the Tower in reverse. It's better than Tower upright. This is a realization of soft landing. This is like proactive. 7 of Pentacles is in reverse. No other option. No other option. I get this. You're putting yourself into a corner. You're setting limits and rules for yourself. I like that. Backpacker Pentacles in reverse. It could be a full stop. Or it could be something that happens very quickly. We're going to find out more about that one. Backpacker of Cups. This is the Knight of Cups. This is an offer. I love this. Backpacker was reverse. Ooh. But be mindful, not all offers are actually good. Yeah. That's why I like to interview my employer. As much as they're interviewing me. Because you got to set a standard for yourself and know your worth. They get to you. You're not just getting them. Temperance in reverse and impatience. Ah. So there's a few red flags that have shown up here. They've told me a lot about your person. But it also shows me a little bit about you and how you're going to accept it or not accept it. And I see that potentially you understand what this is, but it's not what you want. And so when you see that it's not what you want, you can accept it for what it is. Be very civil and kind with that. Doesn't mean you have to give it to them. I like that. This would be like someone who's very lustful and you know it, and then you limiting and or restricting yourself from that and or that person and not giving them any kind of attention. That's ultimately the example. So what is the overall energy of this message? You could be connecting with a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sagittarius energy. Okay, I see this here. See another Virgo. Overall energy, 6 of Swords. Nice. Moving to calmer waters. You're not so dysregulated, not so overwhelmed. You're not diving into things right head on. You're weighing things out. You're giving it time to bloom. Okay, let's see what happens here. What's the challenge then? A couple cards. 10 of Wands, God of Swords. Well, there's definitely a lot on your mind. It has nothing to do with your reflection of worth or value, okay? Only you place that on yourself. It's like when you buy jewelry or whatnot, the jewelry dealer will place a value on that. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, it takes a long time to sell, in most cases. Doesn't mean they're going to lower their value, because they know the work you put into it. They know how much they paid for that. They know, you know, the effort they had to put into getting that. It's not very often that it comes by with a quality like that. But at the same time, you putting the price on that and accepting that value also doesn't mean that it's actually worth that price. I've seen some jewelry that is like Tiffany & Co. jewelry is like literally very overpriced. Like, I like going straight to the miner, and I like buying direct from the ground. Yeah. And I'll just go straight to the dealer myself. Much cheaper. Don't need a Tiffany & Co. But like, for some of y'all want that. Oh, it's a Tiffany & Co. Just because it is that expensive. It's like it's getting like a Birkin or a Louis Vuitton or I personally want Versace. One day. Not today. Not for another 5 years probably. What is the outcome of this message? Yes! Explorer of Pentacles. This is you. Just dreaming it up. I love it. Acceptance. Your true victory. You're manifesting. You're dreaming. I love this. Taking it in. Experiencing, manifesting it, witnessing it. But you're so close to getting your life dream fulfillment. But can't spend it before you make it. Remember that there's something out there that was kind of leaning me towards this understanding or message of like, it's not about how much you make, but it's what you do with it that matters. Right? So having something is a lot more than nothing, but you can do absolutely nothing with something and still end up with nothing. So you gotta do something with something to get more something. It has to be intentional too. So I do feel that you're setting a new boundary. You're understanding that you don't also have to choose. I also feel like you're ready for something and you can't wait for that. But at the same time, you can't push for it either. You just have to be in your energy. And if they want you, they'll come at you. Like, think about it in the wildlife, like bugs and insects and animals. Like, the female's just like, la dee da. And this like randomly skittering little thing comes by and is like, it's just like, do a little dance. He's like, man, I don't really want to look at you. And then turns around. He's like, okay, but I want to do this differently. Look at me again. And she's like, really? Looks around. Like, oh man, you should go see a few little mating rituals of like different animals and just how often they fail. And how little humans have been putting their effort in. It's really interesting to see. So as you just sit back and nurture yourself and understand that what's for you is actually going to be there for you. And is going to wait and nurture, give and provide. And all that you want. You're going to get to that point. Give it more time, okay? What is the message from the Power to Surrender cards? Thank you. Message from the Power to Surrender cards. Surrender to creativity. This is about not necessarily just keeping busy, but pouring through you what you're feeling. So whether it's resentment, security, power, control, manifestation, truth, whatever it might be, you're going to pour that into your work. You're going to make something of it. You're going to bring life to that feeling. And it will forever live on. So, that is your message for today. Dive deep into the self and pour into the universe and allow it to flow. This is all yours for the taking, okay? You have so much to give. Love you tons. Check out the signs for more, and I'll see you when I see you next.